Ladies and gentlemen, many of you have already heard the story about Marc Lamont Hill being dropped as a contributor on CNN. And as far as I'm concerned, it didn't happen soon enough. I don't like this guy. November 29th, 2018, it figures. It has something directed towards anti-Semitic. So that's when he gets the pull. Okay, not over all the other things that he said, but this thing, this is the thing he gets the plug on, right? You pull the plug on him for that. Oh boy. Okay. Arthur Marc Lamont Hill on Thursday was dropped from CNN, where he worked as a contributor, following a speech at the United Nations calling Israel to support the human rights of Palestinians. You know what, Marc Lamont Hill, how about fighting for the human rights of us right here in America that are being gunned down unarmed by police, cops coming on the scene and seeing a black male or woman and just guns a-blazing? How about that human rights that you should be fighting for? HuffPost confirmed the move with spokeswoman for the network who said Marc Lamont Hill is no longer under contract with CNN. Hill spoke Wednesday at the New York meeting of the United Nations Committee of the Exercise of the Inalienable Right of the Palestinian People, held ahead of the International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people. Okay, so he there encouraged nations to protest Israel until there is a free Palestine from the river to the sea. Wow, we don't even have freedom here in America. This is why I can't stand some of these black personalities that are on TV. They take up the fight for the wrong things. The phrase from the river to the sea has been used by Hamas, which opposes the Israeli state and was thought by some to be an attack on the Jewish people. Well, y'all call yourselves anti-Semitic, and there's no Semitic anywhere in the biblical text. It's Shemitic. Hill says that is a misinterpretation of the phrase and defended the content of his speech extensively on Twitter. My reference to the river to the sea was not to call to destroy anything or anyone. It was a call for justice, both in Israel and Gaza, he wrote. The speech very clearly and specifically said those things. No amount of debate will change what I actually said or what I meant. But it doesn't matter because, at the end of the day, Marc Lamont Hill, it's about their interpretation of what they heard. Okay, it doesn't matter how much you explain it. When they get mad, you'll see results. When we complain, you see nothing. My reference to the sea, river to sea, was not a call to destroy anything or anyone. Okay, so he's just he put the tweet out on November 29th, 2018 at 3:19 p.m. Hill is a former host on the now defunct HuffPost Live and is currently a regular columnist for HuffPost opinion section. He also serves as a professor of media studies at Temple University. The Anti-Defamation League disagree with Hill's assessment of the phrase, stating in a tweet that those calling for from sea to river are calling at the end of the state of Israel. Like I said, it doesn't matter what you say. They're going to interpret it their way, as you can see. Even if you explain it away, they're going to come back with their interpretation because that's all their ears have the ability to hear. It's a shame that, once again, this annual Palestine event at the UN does not promote pathways to a future of peace and instead promotes decisiveness. And the ADL said in his speech, Hill outlined his support for a one-state solution to the conflict between Israel and Palestine that would include full rights for Palestinians, critiquing the Israeli government's current policies. You know, again, where is the fight for our human rights here in the US? Marc Lamont Hill, you got an awfully, wow, he got an awful lot to say when it comes down to the Palestinians, but falling flat when it comes down to defending his people right here on American soil. Woo, man, you can kiss my ass in every angle with this garbage that you're writing. So he wrote in his speech. So here's some more tweets for him. In my speech, I talk about the need to return to pre-1967 borders to give full rights to Palestinian citizens of Israel and to allow right of return. No part of this is a call to destroy Israel. It is absurd on its face. And he wrote this November 29, 2018 at 11 a.m. And then he wrote, I believe in full rights for all citizens. I believe in safety for all citizens. I believe in the self-determination for all citizens. This is not an anti-Semitic position. He wrote that November 29, 2018 at 11:01. Boy, he was just firing them out. So here's another tweet. Unfortunately, we are in a moment where any critique of the Israeli government is called anti-Semitic. Any call for Palestinian freedom is seen as an attempt to diminish Israel freedom. This does not have to be, nor should it be, the case. But they control the purse strings, okay? And he put this out November 29th, 2018 at 11:04 a.m. So, you know, again, you need to get your priorities straight, Marc Lamont Hill, and I'm glad they took your ass off of the air, because I will never forget you going live on CNN and denouncing Louis Farrakhan. You see how that was a waste of your time denouncing Louis Farrakhan? Look at how you have ended up at the end of the day. Okay, so you denouncing him was of no use or any good. And I'm not going to forget about you denouncing Louis Farrakhan. And look at who you did it for. The very same people that turned around and stabbed your ass in the back and gave you the boot. The very same people. Was it worth it? Hell no, it wasn't. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, Felicia.